Deputy Speaker, I attended a number of functions over the course of the week and hosted 9 extraordinary Canberra women at the annual UN Women's Day lunch, which always packs out at the National Convention Centre. Now, this year was no different, as women and girls from across Canberra heard about the challenges faced by our sisters in Pakistan and also the Pacific. I also attended the annual Sir Optimus International Breakfast, where another packed house of women heard from Kate Taplin from the Women's Legal Centre ACT. Kate discussed the Turnbull government's cuts to this community legal service, which means her organisation, like organisations right throughout Australia, will lose 1/3 of the core funding in 12 weeks' time, Deputy Speaker. 1/3 of their core funding in 12 weeks' time. Now, so outraged were the women in the room, Deputy Speaker, because there weren't many shrinking violets in that room, that they organised a spontaneous petition. This petition, Deputy Speaker, which calls on the Turnbull government to immediately reverse the cuts to the Women's Legal Centre ACT, cuts that will have a significant impact on the services provided by the centre. Services that include advice on legal problems such as divorce and separation, disputes over children, property settlement, domestic violence, child support, going to court, discrimination, unfair dismissal, other employment rights, Deputy Speaker, and compensation for criminal injuries. Now, the centre is run by women for women who do not qualify for legal aid. The centre looks after some of the most vulnerable people in Canberra, Deputy Speaker, and provides one of our most fundamental human rights. That is, access to justice, the right for access to justice for all, regardless of means. Now, I join with my Sir Optimus International sisters and other Canberra women in calling for the Turnbull government to reverse the cuts to the Women's Legal Centre ACT. If the Turnbull government can afford $50 billion in a tax cut to big business, it can afford $30 million, Deputy Speaker, to reverse these cuts.